Hi, I am Kedger on Two Wheels, and on this lovely day, and this is actually way down in the afternoon when it's actually stopped because it's raining, I am here to test drive the Kawasaki Versys 1000. So, this awesome bike is a 1 liter 4-cylinder, not 2 like I'm going to say right after this, 4-cylinder 1000cc engine. Front tires are 120 with 7-inch rim, rear one is a 180 17-inch rim, okay, street tires, normal street tires, dual disc brakes, ABS, inverted suspension, halogen headlamps. It's a pirate bike. This one's the low beam, this one's the high beam, so it's got one eye closed all the time. Yarr! Pirate! 4 cylinders, 120 horsepower, more adjustable rear suspension, which is awesome, adjustable front suspension, which is even awesomer, here and here, okay, adjustable windscreen, which is awesomer. It's a pretty simple, pretty effective system, okay. Granted, you have to get off the bike to adjust this, but at least it's adjustable, which some don't even have this. You've got this stock thingy for the top case, which actually looks pretty good and it's pretty integrated with the bike. And just like the other Versys, you have these slots for the side cases, so we remove the side cases and everything looks great, and the other part will probably fit here. Okay, pretty cool asymmetrical, vertically asymmetrical exhaust, which gives out a nice note, which you will listen to right after this. There's your engine, there's your chain drive, there's the rest of the bike, which is pretty regular. So let's see how she goes in the dries. So I like the dash, it's very visible, it's the configuration I prefer, the analog rev with the digital speedo. What do we have here? I have a computer with power F. Oh, traction control, I'm going to leave it at 1. And power F, low, full power, and that's it. That's basically it. This is push to pass, yeah, left, right, honk, yeah, everything's very standard. I like these buttons, they work. They may look small and odd, because the indicator does look odd, but it's very square. It's like a stick coming out, but it's nice because this way you can actually feel it with the gloves easily. Now, where do I go? Straight? Let's go straight. I don't know the area, so I had to set the course on GPS, and I am going to get kind of lost. Ooh, corners nicely. Hang on. Okie dokie. So this is the competitor to the V-Strom 1000 and the Cross Tourer, not the Africa Twin. This is not quite an Africa Twin. The Africa Twin is an off-road machine. This is not. This is a road-going big tourer, which can also do some light off-road, and with some proper modifications can do some heavier off-road, but it's never going to be its bread and butter. So it's kind of like the V-Strom 1000. And with that being said, between this and the V-Strom, thing is, I rode the V-Strom a long time ago, but this is really nice, really comfy, easy, doesn't feel like a huge bike, even though it is quite a big bike. Doesn't feel like a big bike. You have this big space here, you can see a lot of plastic, have a big cockpit, but the bike itself feels much lighter, much nimbler. The feel is much like the 650, the V-Strom 650. And wow, this cornering is good. And from what I read, Kawasaki does performance bikes. Suzuki does great bikes and they ignore the looks. Kawasaki does over-the-top, awesomely performance bikes, and whatever else can be secondary. And this is quite a performance. Wow! Having ABS really gives me a lot of confidence on this one. Oh yeah, baby. Suspension's a bit stiff for off-road, but very good for these. That's why it feels so good, because suspension's... Didn't see his indicator, that would be my fault, sorry. That was a stupid move on my part. Look at this! Wow, what a sound! Did you hear that? It's kind of low, but at low revs, it is a purring kitten. Put it into high revs and it starts shouting. That was awesome. And it wasn't very loud, okay? It was not a very loud bike, but whoa! Let's see if I can make it sing a bit. No gear indicator, that's a disappointment. Then again, it's not really needed. We should know what gear we're in. And if we don't, it doesn't usually matter. We're in A gear. Okay, suspension is pretty stiff, but it is still comfy. The seat works pretty well for that. I don't really want to throttle up here, because this might be a bit dangerous. But I really need to. Let's see, road's clear. Holy fuck! Oh man, a liter engine is always so nice, and this is very smooth, very smooth. The traction control activated a couple of times over the bumps. No issues. It is one of the smoothest traction controls I have had so far. Remember the Tracer, which put the bike into crazy mode, going up, down, up, down? The Cross Tourer would simply cut power and you would feel it. This one is much smoother than that. Much smoother. Hey, this is a good place to test the bike. Great place, actually. Let's try brakes and let's go down and keep on. Hey, awesome bike. And this is a very tall bike, but it still corners majestically. Majestically is the word, just goes whoa. Let's see low speed. Very quickly, low speed. Okay, it's not quite as nice as the NC700, but it's still pretty nice at low speed. But that was not a good test. Let's try it again. Let's pretend I have to go around the car or something like this. It works. You have to get used to the throttle, which I am still not quite used to. But it's not quite as sensitive as I thought at start. No, this will work perfectly well. It's one of those bikes you can filter quickly on. So yeah, it's a liter adventure bike you can actually take to work every day, and it will not feel too big or too awkward, like the GTR 1400s, like a Cross Runner. Seriously. I am impressed on... This is a liter bike with quite a lot of power, 120 horses or something, but it doesn't feel heavy. It feels very light, very planted, very stable. Very easy, a very easy liter engine. You know the saying that when people buy big bikes and they usually defend themselves for a big bike as a starter and say, no, the bike only goes as much as I want it to. Well, on this one that is true. Usually it's not quite true, but on this one it is. The throttle is really easy to manage, really easy to manage. You go only as fast as you want to. Thing is, with all this wind protection, you don't really realize you're going that fast. That and being about 20 meters off the ground doesn't help. Me gusta. Let's jump it. Wow. And brakes are great. ABS works great when cornering. Ooh, I like the suspension. It's yeah, it works. It's really nice. It's stiff, but it's not too hard. Know what I mean? You feel the bumps, you feel the road nicely, but it's not overly hard and harsh. And if I'm going too slow, it's because I've never been on this road before. I have studied it, I have driven the car here, but not the bike, so I'm not really sure on what to expect. Oh, awesome cornering. Wow, seriously, come test one of these. It does corner very well indeed. Just checking if I was recording, because if I wasn't, I'd be very, very angry. Oh, that's closed. That's something I wasn't expecting. Okay, that's... Alrighty then. That's the way I wanted to go anyway. That's cool. Hey, what's that? Just take a quick peek. Pretty cool. Oh, this is the aqueduct. That's the aqueduct you see on a few of my videos. That's part of it here, I think. I'm pretty sure of that. Not 100% sure, but pretty sure of it. Oh, bad pavement. Let's try it out. See? You can feel me going, you can see me going up and down. Bump, bump, but it's really comfy. The seat helps, because it's pretty soft, pretty comfortable. So that's one way of maintaining comfort over bad pavements, while keeping the suspension stiff enough for performance. But suspension is stiff, but not overly. Oh, look. See? It works. Reduce speed, yeah, I know. Yeah, right. Now let's start slowing down. Oh, big bump. Let's try it out here. Up and... yeah. Is the suspension adjustable? It is! So you can adjust the suspension to make it softer, so you can go a bit more hazardous roads. This is now tuned for pavement, okay? Because doing this, it kind of flies over the bump and it feels a bit too harsh. But you can make it softer so it doesn't do that. Now, where did I want to go? I wanted to go left here, because I have a route already set. I have been studying it because I don't know the zone, so I studied the route before, and this is what I wanted to feel. See? Too stiff for this, but awesome sauce. And I'm lost. This is not where I wanted to go, I think. Oh no, it is. A bit of unpaved road. Let's see how this goes. If it gets too harsh, I'll get back. Again, they don't like off-road, but I'm going to cheat a bit, Kawasaki. Very sorry. Please don't be angry at them. They do not know I am doing this. So this is the kind of stuff an adventure bike like this is supposed to do. Okay, it will do worse, but that will be a bit more adventurous. This is just a bit of unpaved road. And that's what usually people who buy this bike end up doing. And that's it. It works perfectly fine for this. Could my XJ6 do that? Yeah, sure, but this one does it much, much better. Does it without a pause, without any issue. Just ignore it and keep going. That's the beauty of these machines. And this one does it pretty well. Perfectly comfortable, a bit of unpaved road, no instability, no sliding around, no nothing, just keep on going. Let's go left, I think. And then, when you get to a bit of open roads, you can do this. Now let's see if I can crack the gate into this closed road. That's quite literally a necropolis. Oh, this is open? Great! No, it's not. What the hell just happened here? Are they just putting stuff here? Trying to prevent people from going in? That's just silly. What the fuck is this? What's all this then? That's a dashboard from a car. Pretty odd. I'm not sure where this leads, but I think it leads where I want to. Adventuring on an adventure bike. That is so unusual. And I kind of lost track of time. Oops. This is part of the joys of these bikes. You can just go and have your own fun, exploring stuff you shouldn't be exploring. Oh great, this is exactly the route I wanted to take. How do I cross that? I could go down that, through that. Yeah, it is easy. See how easy this is? Let's try going through here. No, that doesn't work. Now I have to go back. And now getting it back. Let's see how maneuvering is. And forward, back. Oh, it's easy. Even though I'm on tippy toes because it's pretty tall, this is still pretty easy. Don't want to step on dog shit. And stop. And let's go back. And here I can push her. There's no one here. Lovely sound. Oh, awesome sauce. And I do believe it is time to go back because there's limited time. It is an open oh man. Could I go there? Should I? I shouldn't. Maybe I'll do it on the Versys 650. Oh yeah. I'm going to do the same route for the Portuguese video, so wow, that's quite a sight. Oh, standing up. Okay, bars should be slightly taller, but again, this is not an off-road machine, but it works. Tank is wide enough. Oh, you have to lean forward a bit. So yeah, you can't really be standing up the normal way. Look at my legs. See? There's nothing in here to clamp onto. I have to lean forwards, and if I lean forward, then I can clamp onto the tank. So it's not quite built for this, but it works. I just have to, I'm leaning quite a lot forward, putting my weight on the front tire, which is not something I really wanted to do. Oh, that's okay. Hello. And that works fine. So yeah, this can be a proper adventure bike. Soften the suspension a bit. No, not quite a proper adventure bike, but you can do some adventuring on this. Not some extreme off-road, but for touring actually, it's great. This window is adjustable, this windscreen. It is adjustable. I think I showed you on the walk around. I don't know because I haven't actually done the walk around yet. But it is it is adjustable. I'm setting it on the lowest level so it doesn't interfere with the camera, because the camera's on my chin, it's not on my eyes, so it's a bit slightly lower. Let's try some braking from 100 kph to knots. Since I have ABS, I can overdo it easily. And after the sign, brake. So 100 kph to knots, the sign was back there. That's about what, some 10 car lengths. Brakes are nice. I didn't actually brake correctly because I activated the ABS for a long time, but me gusta the brakes. Easy to dose too. What I really like is the cornering of this. It's just fantastic. Look how leaned over I am. It's so easy. No, I'm just trying to get back. Seriously, I am. I don't know how to get back. Now, how do I get back up there? It's very smooth. Engine is real smooth. There's no actual vibrations, even though it's only a 2-cylinder. It's as smooth as my 4-cylinder. There's no vibes, there's no nothing, and it sounds very regular, very vacuum cleaner-ish. This one maybe? Hey, Smokey! I think it's this way, yeah. Yeah, it is this way. Let's fly over one of these. Again, slow and full throttle. And jump out of it. Good engine, good engine. It's very smooth, it doesn't really scare. Because it's smooth accelerating. It works at all revs. So it's a very good engine actually. Pretty good. I wanted to go left here. Sorry about that. Small illegal turn. Mirrors are great. I like it. This is a pretty good machine. Between this and the V-Strom, I don't know. From what I remember from the V-Strom, it gave me a lot of confidence and at easiness. I was at ease with the bike more than this. Fun-wise, I think this was a bit more fun. I'd say the V-Strom is a bit more off-road oriented and this is a bit more road oriented. That being said, this is 13,000 euros. That's, I think it's the same as the V-Strom, the same as the Africa Twin, but they are built for slightly different purposes. Again, this is more road than off-road. The V-Strom is more off-road than on-road. It's a good machine. It's a pretty good machine. I like it quite a lot. Comfy, works for every day. This is a good all-rounder. It will work for you to go to work every day. I don't know about fuel consumption because I don't really have that. I have just that little odd icon about being in eco mode, which doesn't really help me quite a lot. There has to be something else on this onboard computer. Please, just give me fuel. Oh, I do have fuel. Kilometers per liter. I don't want kilometers per liter. Range 142. That's a good place to explore. Clock. Odometer, trip A, trip B. 13 kilometers to 1 liter. I want to change that into kilometers per 100 kilometers because that's what I'm used to. So the average here so far is 16 kilometers for 1 liter of fuel, which tells me exactly nothing. Not used to that. Have no idea what that means. I'll have to do the math and put it on screen. Perfectly fine. And so I'm just going to go up this hill and say goodbye to this awesome bike. At least for you, because I still can ride it a bit more. What can I tell you more about this? I like the mirrors, I really like the engine. It's powerful when you want it to be and smooth and relaxed when you don't want it to be. You can be riding at these speeds easily all day long, just relaxing, no issues. It will, and then suddenly if you have to overtake, it will go. So it's at 3000 RPM, it does have the power all the time. And if you take it to the higher revs, it's awesome. It's a liter engine. That's the good thing about the liter engine, a good liter engine, is that you have torque everywhere. You can overtake in any rev. This is just, it's a beast, a 2-cylinder, super smooth 2-cylinder. Super smooth. V-Strom like smooth. Let's take a final look at her. And it's off. No, don't know, that's probably alarm. That red light, I have no idea. Telling me it's on? What the hell is that? I have no idea. So, here's the V-Strom. the V-Strom. The Z1000s. Oh, it's a pirate bike. Only one light's on. Looks good, drives really good. Traction control, ABS. A great... Oh no, it is a 4-cylinder, so that's why it was so smooth. Silly me. I thought it was just 2 cylinders. Stupid, stupid, stupid. The Versys 650 is a 2-cylinder. So that's why this was so incredibly smooth. It's obvious, it is a 4-cylinder engine. Hehe. Cool looking exhaust. Asymmetrical, very funky. I like this one. I really do like this bike. It is a great bike. Really good bike. And so that's it. Catch you out.